Tank vents out on social media and tell me, about what's right and what's wrong.
They wanted everybody to see his name on the wall just like everybody else,
One thing I learned from my pops was you don't need no gang, you don't need a group of people. Now when I see a group, somebody in a group, I feel like they soft.
He a coward. Every time he gets hit, even in the gym, he jumps out the ring like a little, and he does that time. He just acts like he's tough right now. Now, to say some as gang shit, man.
Floyd Mayweather strongly defended Calvin Ford and called out Gervonta "Tank" Davis for not showing gratitude and respect. He made it clear that he gave Davis the tools to succeed and that there should be no bad blood if anything ever went wrong. Mayweather didn't hold back, saying he put Davis in a position to thrive, whether as an entrepreneur or a boss. His message was clear. Davis owed much of his success to the opportunities he was given, and disrespecting those who helped him was not okay.
Things go wrong and you're not with me no more. You don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
Calvin Ford has been Gervonta Davis's trainer since childhood, helping him grow from a young, talented fighter to a world champion. More than just a coach, Ford has been a mentor and father figure, guiding Davis both inside and outside the ring. Despite this, tensions have risen as Davis has been criticized for not showing gratitude to those who helped him succeed. This has led to debates among boxing fans, with many questioning his loyalty and respect for the people who stood by him throughout his career.
When we first started, man, it was nobody in the gym. And how would I sit there and say one kid and another kid and another kid, and they seen the love that we was giving. Everybody keeps thinking it's boxing. It's not boxing. It's basically giving them an opportunity to be themselves.
Yeah.
And I always preach that because I sit there and tell them all the time. I say, all that's gonna get old, so I need y'all to grow up quick.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when we in the gym, we're not just teaching boxing, we teaching life.
Right.
What are you gonna do to me?
Nothing.
And y'all seen the results.
Seen the results.
You seen the results of it. Everybody kept saying it was this, it was that, you know what I'm saying? And they only found increments of it. You know what I'm saying? But it spoiled the win.
Exactly.
It spoiled the win. But like I said again, Ron can fight.
Yeah, see, and that's what I was going to get to.
Calvin Ford has played a big role in Tank Davis's life, not just as his trainer, but also as a mentor and father figure. Their bond started when Davis was a young boxer trying to make it through the tough streets of Baltimore. Ford's guidance helped shape Davis's career, turning him from a promising talent into a world champion. Looking back on their journey, Ford often gets emotional, remembering how a young Gervonta would reach out to him whenever he faced challenges.
Really hit me by here. Never thought in a million years, but Kenny used to always say, yo, Young is special, man. He's special and you guiding him right. So he used to always say, Coach Calvin, Coach Calvin. Right now I'm hearing that voice in my head. Whew.
Gervonta Davis's rise in boxing shows his dedication and the strong mentorship he received. Coming from the tough neighborhoods of Baltimore, he caught the eye of undefeated Floyd Mayweather Jr., who saw great potential in him. Under Mayweather's guidance, Davis's career took off, making him one of boxing's most exciting fighters. His raw talent, combined with Mayweather's strategy, turned him into a powerful force in the boxing world.
He did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't follow him, but stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like you come back and help too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's much love to the whole Mayweather promotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type of shit. And a lot of people think when I be tweeting on Instagram, I be mad. I just be talking.
You've been tweeting a lot more recently, bro. Why is that?
Yeah, 'cause I'm in camp.
Yeah.
I'm in camp, man.
So
I wasn't in camp, I wouldn't be tweeting.
What does that mean? You're angrier now? You're trying to talk more?
Yeah, I'm angry. Yeah.
I respect it, bro. I respect it.
In the fight against Lamont Roach Jr., many noticed that Davis didn't step up his performance as expected. Calvin Ford, known for his honest opinions, pointed out that Davis missed chances to take control, making the fight closer than it should have been. This shows how important it is to take advantage of key moments in a match to dominate and secure a clear victory.
First, as someone who was at Barclays Center when Tank won its first title, till, when he sold out Baltimore, when he sold out Barclays the last time, when he sold out DC. I was at all of those fights. Explain to me the popularity and how it has soared for Gervonta Tank Davis.
You can turn the camera over there now. There it is. This is our next generation fighter. When I sit back and watch Floyd when he retired, I actually see Gervonta Tank Davis doing it now. He's going to carry this next generation to where they need to be at.
How important, though they're not working as much together now, but how important was it for Tank to learn?
That was the blessing. That wasn't my work. That wasn't Tank work. That wasn't Floyd work. It was the stars, the moons, or whatever. I'm bringing them together to create greatness, so we can have this greatness carry us to the next generation.
You showed humbleness on stage at the press conference today, giving it immense props to the guys at the other side of the table, to Tank, to Goosen, to...
I grew up off them. I grew up off the legends of what they did when we was watching boxing, when they said boxing was great. Boxing still is great.
Calvin Ford has always said that while mentors can guide a fighter, success comes from their own talent and destiny. He believes no one can take full credit for Davis's achievements, as his potential was clear long before others got involved.
Matter of fact, before they stopped it, I said every time I stopped somebody, I called it out, didn't I?
Every time he come in the corner and talk to him, and I said, yo, what you doing? He'll look this way, he'll look this way. He's about to stop.
Cause I start touching them more and more. When they gonna give him the credit for one of the smartest battles.
That was a beautiful boxing display.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? That was
smart.
That's what I call, you wasn't looking for the knockout, but you was placing your shit.
Yeah, he already seen it.
He said, I can't
That's
get
the
hit.
difference. And Tank was holding the conversation. Tank said, yo, Tank can't, every fight Tank come and tell me, I'm going to knock him out.
The bond between Davis and Ford goes beyond just boxing. Davis has said that Ford has a special ability to predict his moves in the ring and knows exactly when he's about to overpower an opponent. This deep connection comes from years of working together and has been a key part of Davis's success.
In my mind, this is why Gervonta Davis struggled that fight, so just roll with me for a second, you'll see where I'm going. I don't know if y'all noticed it right away, but I noticed it. Calvin Ford was not the head man in the corner, which I didn't really understand. And before the video continues, go ahead to the follow button because we're about to deep dive into this and we post every day. Calvin Ford was not the lead man who's been with Gervonta since he was a damn near child. Honestly, since he was a child. Why would you do that? I don't know if they were underestimating the fight. I don't know if they were just trying to change it up and try something new because this wasn't a huge opponent. I don't know if there's something wrong with Calvin or Calvin's not going to be there. I don't know. But that was damn stupid. Because you notice when shit started hitting the fan, guess what voice popped up on that screen? Put his head through ropes and Calvin started coaching. When Tank's eye messed up, guess where he looked? He didn't look at that other corner man. He looked for Calvin Ford. Also, Tank talked a lot during this fight. It was a little bit of a different Tank than we've seen. He was chirping with the fire, which isn't new. He was arguing with the ref. He seemed not composed. I feel like that would have been different with a Calvin Ford in his corner. Because I'm going to be real, the advice that his corner was giving him was dog shit. Yeah, he won the fight, but let's be real, he shouldn't have won that fight. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I think that definitely played a role, and I feel like if Calvin was there, it would have been a little different. But yeah, not a good boxing night from Tank, and this is from a Tank fan, so...
Floyd Mayweather, who played a big role in Davis's career, did not approve of Davis's decision to leave Calvin Ford. He stressed that Ford was an important part of Davis's team and had a major influence on his boxing journey.
One day I was in camp with Tank, and he had this little daughter, and he said, like a pop right there. You know what I'm saying? And it made me broke down inside. And I was like, damn. And when I look at him now, I still hear little Tank, but I know he's a grown man now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it just shows you the work and the years that you put in, grooming an individual to become what he's going to become.
Yeah. And I'm sure you're proud of all of the fighters that you...
Man, you just don't know. And I can't wait to the next generation to come.
In a surprising move, Gervonta Davis decided to part ways with Calvin Ford, shocking many. Since Ford was more than just a trainer, he dedicated his life to shaping Davis into a champion. Ford's support went beyond boxing, helping Davis in both his personal and professional life. Davis has said he wants independence in his career, believing that fighters don't need a group because it makes them soft. He feels being alone brings more clarity and personal growth, showing a shift in how he approaches his career and training, focusing on self-reliance instead of traditional support systems.
One thing I learned from my pops was You don't need no gang. You don't need a group of people. Now when I see a group, somebody in a group, I feel like they soft. Like my first instinct, y'all saw. If you look at a gang right now and you actually like look, don't even be like that if they by themselves. They just need that click. And it's when you by yourself, you can see more. See way more.
Fellow boxer Rolly Romero has openly criticized Gervonta Davis, saying he only acts tough but backs down when faced with real challenges, even in the gym. Romero has also said he wants to fight Davis, but claims Davis has been avoiding him. This public challenge adds more pressure to Davis's career, as he now faces criticism not just from former mentors, but also from other fighters in the boxing world.
He just fucking acts tough. That's all it is. Yeah, he's a fucking phony. He acts tough. He always acts tough when he with group of people, but when he by himself, he a bitch. He a coward. Every time he gets hit, even in the gym, he fucking jumps out the ring like a little bitch. And he does that shit all the time. He's a fucking bitch. He just acts like he's tough right now. Now he's trying to fucking say some fucking stupid ass gang shit and stuff, man.
Analysts like Showbiz the Adult have suggested that Gervonta Davis might have a bully complex, meaning his tough attitude could be hiding deeper insecurities.
Gervonta doing this shows that it wasn't an outside strange occurrence, that it may just be a part of his DNA. For him to get hit in amateurs and then take a step back and take a knee when he obviously wasn't hurt, it just shows to me that instead of gritting it out, all right, and possibly get knocked out or taking those chances, he'd rather take a knee to disrupt the momentum and then start over. That's how I'm taking it. It can be a great strategy, or it can be the bully complex. That when you meet somebody and they're not fearing you, or they're not retreating or backing away from you, and they're showing poise and the ability to withstand your output and give some back, like any bully, they kind of unravel.
Leonard Ellerby, CEO of Mayweather Promotions, has publicly supported Calvin Ford for the Trainer of the Year title. His endorsement highlights Ford's important contributions to boxing and his role in shaping fighters like Gervonta Davis.
Roger never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year. Yeah. His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, I've been openly expressing that. And I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
Yeah. Critics have accused Gervonta Davis of avoiding big fights, calling him a coward afraid of losing. Many believe he has made excuses to avoid facing Shakur Stevenson, a fight that would truly test his skills.
Shakur Stevenson. Shakur might have better defense, but at the end of the day, I still think we haven't seen the best Tank Davis. That's what people always power. We still haven't seen the best Tank Davis. And Shakur, for the most part, he comes forward. Tank Davis, he takes his one shot. He's a very patient fighter. He doesn't throw a lot of shots, but every shot he throws, he makes them count.
One more question before I go. Why not fight Tank at 135?
Tank ain't gonna fight him, man. He not gonna fight him.
You gotta realize with Tank, he on that other side where he gonna, act
take
like
all the cupcakes. Alex, say it.
Man, I'm quite sure.
Look,
to fight you here.
So you saying he don't want to put that record up?
Look,
Shady. Hey, Shady. I know Tank.
Man.
I know Tank, Shady.
I know Tank too.
Let him talk. Go ahead.
Hey, I know Tank too, and I know for a fact at the end of the day, like, he is not jumping into no fight with me. Like, that's a whole different type of atmosphere. That's not like fighting. I'm saying.
So basically, you telling me Tank's scared?
I ain't gonna say the man's scared. I'm just saying for a fact.
So what
I know he not jumping in the ring with me.
Ryan Garcia has accused Gervonta Davis and his team of being cowards, saying they are afraid to fight him again. He claims that for a rematch to happen, Davis's team would need more than just money, implying they lack courage.
Why do you think that they've been spying on you?
Scared, bro.
But what have you seen that makes you think that?
Their actions. I don't need to see anything. Look at what they're doing.
You've seen people that's just suspicious.
Look all the claws. I don't care though. I allow them there. I'm not worried about it. It's not going to do anything. I will give him my whole playbook. He will not stop. There's sometimes as a fighter, you just know how to fight. So when I'm in there, what he's seen may not what's going to be in front of him. It's just, this is fighting, this is boxing.
Throughout his career, Gervonta Davis has greatly benefited from the guidance of both Floyd Mayweather and Calvin Ford.
Stop head hunt. That's how you get the head.
Calvin, I need this 10th, 11th, and 12th on the unofficial. He's down.
Okay. He say unofficial.
On the unofficial. I gotta be honest with you. That's what you want. You want from me. Hey, that's what you want from me. You don't want nobody lying to you. I'm 100 with you.
He said on the unofficial, not the real card here. Keep picking your shots. You took that round off here.
That's my job. I'm 100 with you.
Well, that was fascinating.
When Gervonta Davis parted ways with Floyd Mayweather, Calvin Ford said it was just a business decision and not a permanent split. He stressed that their bond is still strong and described them as brothers.
So we talked about Tank in the business now. There's talk that he could be leaving Mayweather Promotions. He said he was to Brian Custer that, this is his last fight.
Everybody missing, he's leaving. It's business.
Right, for sure.
If it's good business, we're going to do what? Business.
For sure.
We're not leaving each other. It's just not on contract.
Okay. So you're still going to do business with Mayweather?
I got you.
Right.
You have to do business. They brothers.
Right.
They brothers. And you got to remember, they the best in boxing. You got Al and Floyd. Come on.
But it's just good. How excited for you for him to have that flexibility?
It's good because Canelo do it. Garcia did it. It's been done.
Right.
It's been done. You know what I'm saying?
In a recent interview, Calvin Ford talked about leaving Gervonta Davis's training team for the Lamont Roach Jr. fight. He said he wants Davis to keep improving and stressed the need for someone who can challenge and push him to the next level.
Best for him. I'm hoping that he do what I need him to do. You know what I'm saying? You see how I asked him, are you ready? You know what I'm saying? Because I need somebody that's going to really push things so I can see different levels of it. This time I had a chance to step back, and everybody keeps saying, they changing up stuff. No, we ain't changed up anything. It's the same thing we always do. You know?
Going into the training camp, how was it? Or you said you stepped back a little bit. Well, how was it, splitting the time? Or how's it going to be splitting the time to come
this
Saturday
is something
night?
that we do all the time. You know what I'm saying? Right now, y'all know all I got to do is speak. Then take out history since I was a kid. When I stepped in the gym, B said, yo, I'm glad you here now. He watched him. He said, boom. And I see the light in Tank. I just can't wait to see all of that come together. Fight night.
How's going back to being in the corner? How do you see Gervonta right now? Just being in camp, because at first when we talked to him in the press conference, he was very open about retiring and he was done. And now he said that
y'all have to understand. He a young man. He have a family. He want to do something, enjoy something. Don't take some time. I took a little bit of time out. You know what I'm saying? It refreshes, get you back on that. So tonight, he had a chance for me not being around him a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I stepped in and I seen how he missed me and how I missed him. You know what I'm saying? I just can't wait to see.
Gervonta Davis has hinted that he wants to take a new direction, believing that having fewer people around him leads to fewer problems. This shows his focus on a simpler approach to his career and personal life, emphasizing self-reliance and limiting outside influences.
Tank don't fuck with Coach Cal. When Tank was walking up, it looked like Coach Cal was about to give him that hug like you always do, and Tank just brushed him off like, fuck out of here, nigga. Whoop, excuse me. Fuck out of here, nigga. Now it seems like Coach Cal on point, so you're not paying Tank no mind. And Tank go over here, he go to this nigga, and watch this shit that he do. He gonna lift his jacket up, and like, our conversation is a secret, I don't want him to hear it, type shit. Like, yo, what's up with Coach Cal and Tank? They really don't fuck with each other? Like, what? And he brush him off again, like, don't touch me type shit. Like, you see type.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay informed. Stay tuned for more updates, and let's keep our news accurate.